All right. I mean, in all reality, it started 3 minutes ago. So
it's just me tonight.
That's all I need is just you, Attorney Beatrice. That's all I need.
I've
I just
had
need
some
your
tragedy in my personal life lately.
What seems to be the problem, David?
Well, I don't know how to say this. I wrecked my boat.
Wait a minute. He wrecked his boat.
Yeah.
You wrecked your boat.
Yeah, I kind of did.
What happened?
Do you want the line I'm telling people?
No, I want every single detail.
All right.
This is. Can I just say this is a very
and then
expensive
something
boat.
else tragically happened to me today. So let me tell you.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I mean, I am absolutely shocked here. This boat of yours is extremely expensive. Can we acknowledge that to the public?
Yes.
What happened?
So when you splash the boat, meaning you take it out of winter storage and you splash it, you put it in the water. Okay. These systems haven't been working, for like 5 months. So it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to work out the kinks in the systems. Okay. I was having trouble with my generator and I was having trouble with my air conditioning. I'm getting all those fixed. And my chart plotter. So that's how I navigate the boat. That's how I captain the boat, is by my chart plotter, not by line of sight. Okay. I have the radar there for the other boats that might be coming and a warning, if the boats are getting too close. But I use the chart plotter because it notifies you where all the buoys are. Now, if you're coming out of a bay, the green buoys have to be on your starboard side. Okay. So when I was coming out of Put in Bay, it was our first visit there, my boat was traveling at an angle. And I said, what the hell's wrong with this chart plotter? So I'm like tapping the screen. And then the chart plotter said I was beyond the second green buoy. And when you go beyond the second green buoy, you got to make a hard right to get back to my marina. At which time I made the hard right. And then I looked on my port side and there I saw the green buoy on my port side, which is not good. And before I can make a correction, I heard crunch, 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 crunch. So
oh my God.
I ruined my propellers on the one pod. I have 3 pods underneath my boat, and my one pod was completely ruined. So Joseph got engaged, so I wasn't going to be able to be on my boat last weekend, but I missed the weekend before that, and now it's back in the water. But quite a lot of dollars worth of damage.
You're lucky you didn't pop a hole in it.
Yes, I'm lucky. I'm very lucky that I didn't.
So basically, the chart mechanism failed. Is that accurate?
Yes, and the guy that helps me captain the boat says, don't rely on the chart plotter. I always rely on the chart plotters. And because you make a track when you go. So when you go somewhere, you make a track and then you just follow that track back. Well, I got to fix whatever was, monkeying around in my chart plotter to fix that.
Can I ask you a question? When
Yes.
you're at this steering wheel, aren't you looking out?
It's called the rudder.
Okay, when you're at the rudder, can't you look out and see the buoy?
Okay. As I told you, the chart plotter had me past the second buoy. That's where the chart plotter placed me,
right,
on my chart plotter. Okay.
Right, but when you visually look out.
So when I looked up and I looked to my left, I go, uh-oh, I'm not beyond the second green buoy. And that's when I hit bottom.
It was too late to make the correction.
Yeah, it was a little too late.
All right. Should you have been paying better attention?
I was paying attention. I shouldn't have. I should not. I should have realized that when the chart plotter wouldn't do north up or heads up. That's how you could get your boat. You could do heads up or north up. I like doing heads up. Okay. But it had the stern of my boat going like sideways. And I go, what the heck's wrong with this chart plotter? So there was some kinks in my software. So I had to get that fixed. So, but it's back in the water now and I'll be back up on my boat this weekend.
What does something like that cost?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
No, I really do want to know. How can a boat How can a boat sit for a few months out of the water during wintertime when everything worked? Everything worked
because,
when you put it in
because
storage.
It's a machine. And machine,
yeah, but
because you got, if you don't drive your car for a while, okay, if you don't drive your car for 5 months and you start it up, okay,
it starts just fine. Maybe you need a battery or a boost. The car still starts. I don't have to replace the engine.
Yeah.
I don't have to replace the air conditioning.
Well, I didn't have to replace an engine or an air conditioning. I had to replace a pod. I had no hull damage, thank God. And I had to replace some props. Okay.
Well, I know props are very expensive.
Yes.
They're very expensive.
They're not nearly as expensive as the pod was.
And you mean to tell me you got all that stuff fixed already?
Yep. I didn't wait for the insurance company. I have a big
insurance even covered?
Yeah, insurance covers my stupidity. Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't your insurance go through the roof if you turned it in? This is where he's going to despise me, Attorney. Because
I don't care. That's what I pay insurance for.
Listen to me. That's right. People fear calling their insurance companies because if they turn in a claim, their rates go up. But they do, David. But now, David, you made the call. Don't you think your rate will go up now?
The rate for the boat insurance is incredibly reasonable. Incredibly reasonable.
Well, it won't be now. You made a claim.
No. So they had to shell out $60,000.
Oh, you have $60,000.
That was after my deductible.
What's your deductible?
$9,000.
$70,000.
That's about what I did in damage to the boat. Yeah, approximately. Yep.
I believe me, folks, I got to just tell the audience for a second. There's nothing I love more than ribbing Beatrice about stuff. I mean, I've done it for 35 years. I love getting under his skin. I love ribbing him. I love what Melfi's doing to him and his colleagues and Frank down there. But today I can't even go there. I actually feel bad for him.
I've had a
feel sorry for you.
I've had a series of mishaps. The last month,
more than this?
Oh, way more than this. Way more than this.
What else has happened here?
So my wife heard things in the attic. Okay. So we called Orkin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to put in a claim for my roof. And they said, I have this ridiculous deductible for a roof for the shingles and some other stuff.
How old's your roof? It's probably an old roof anyway.
No, it's 15 years old.
Well, the roof usually lasts 20 years.
All right.
What are you going to put a claim in for?
Well, I think I'm going to get it covered. So here's what happened. So Orkin came out. They got rid of the squirrels and the mice that were in my attic, and they left some excrement around that they had to clean up.
How did they get in your attic? How did
this is all going to come and make sense to you in a second. Okay. Now, the insurance company doesn't cover Orkin getting rid of animals. That's excluded from my homeowners. So that's out of pocket. And that was really expensive. But as they were tearing...
What is real expensive?
Tearing out the insulation, putting new insulation in. Okay?
Why? Why do you got to take the insulation out?
Well, it's not healthy. I don't know how long these animals were in there. And they could have been shitting all over the place. I'm sorry. They could have been.
Wait a minute. They could have been having bowel movements.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And the insulation is, it's 36 years old, and they have this new, better stuff that they talked my wife into because, I have to do everything else, but somehow she wanted to fix the squirrel problem. So they gave me an outrageous quote. And she accepted it. Don't forget about getting a second opinion or anything. Okay. And as they're ripping the insulation out, they see that because of a windstorm, it opened up a part of my roof and blew water into my attic and onto the boards that you nail the shingles on.
Right.
So I had to get a brand new roof put on.
Okay. Oh, did you do this already?
It's already done. Okay.
Well,
now
they took the old roof off and changed those boards that got wet or were soggy underneath.
Right.
Correct.
And I told the adjuster, "Do you want to come out and inspect it?" He goes, "No, we already did an inspection." So my contractor wrote it up and sent him like 200 pictures. He took pictures of everything.
Once he fixed it or before he fixed it?
As he's fixing it, doing it, fixing it, doing everything. Okay. I solved that problem. Orkin comes back to now finish their job. Okay. And they brought a dumpster to dump all the old stuff in.
Right.
Well, the guy that brought the dumpster, you're supposed to put plywood or wood down, didn't do it. And he ruined my driveway. My driveway is ruined. So I told them my driveway's ruined. They go, "Well, that's not us. That's other guy." I go, "I didn't hire him. You guys hired him." Okay. So now I have to get a new driveway in, which is about.
Because they put a dumpster in. What did it do? Crack the driveway?
Cracked the driveway. It lifted a block. They were moving it around, dropping it down 3 times. I mean, I've had 2 different cement guys out saying, "Yeah, your driveway's ruined." So I got to go have a fight with them now. Okay.
But this is the company to get them to pay for your new driveway.
Well, it doesn't.
Do these people know you're a lawyer?
Well, they're going to find out soon enough.
Go ahead.
So then today, this is all in the last 3 weeks in my life.
Yeah.
I had to go down to Georgia because my son got engaged. Okay. So we had a little engagement party for him, my soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was driving to the airport, okay.
Which airport?
I flew out of Akron, Canton. Akron, Canton has a flight from Akron, Canton to Savannah, Hilton Head, $168 round trip. I was like, yeah, because, the one thing I wanted to do was drive down in the car with my wife and my daughter. That was something I was so looking forward to. So I had things on Friday that they were leaving Thursday I had to attend to, and I couldn't fly out until Friday. As I'm driving to the airport, a stone hits my window and cracks it. Okay.
From the vehicle in front of you.
Yeah. So that's 100% covered. But, I went to, that company that always advertises, and then they go, "Well, we can't get to it until June 11th. I go, "June 11th. So I called someone else. They were supposed to do it this week. They're finally doing it tomorrow. So I have a cracked windshield.
Was this in your Mercedes, that girl car you drive?
Yeah, the girl car I drive.
Okay. So I didn't. That's what your colleagues say. You got it's a nice car, but it's like a chick car. No offense.
It doesn't bother me. Nothing you say or nothing anyone can say will bother me.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
That's the pleasure of being me. And so I got out. I had to go to Elyria. Yeah. I filled up my tank. What's today? Thursday? Yes. I filled up my tank on Tuesday morning. I had to be in Elyria yesterday, then to Medina, then back to Elyria and to the Lorain Common Police Court, then back to my client's business, then back to Youngstown, only to get up this morning and go back to the Elyria Municipal Court again today. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I drive to the Elyria Municipal Court.
Why are you driving so far?
These are longstanding clients of mine. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And as I am driving, okay, my car gives me bells and whistles for everything. So I get out of court, and my phone had exploded while I was in court. So I get out of court, I put my phone in the hands-free thing, and it just starts ringing off the hook. I'm not texting. I'm not calling anyone. I'm just hitting hello. And then this client would start saying something, and then another call would come in. I'd say, "Hold on." And then I'd hit the button, and I'd put that person on hold, tell that other person, "You have to call me back in 10 minutes. And let me solve this client's problem." Got back to the other client. Now, I'm not paying attention to any of my gauges. Okay. Now, this Mercedes will give you, if you don't put on the seatbelt, it will incessantly beep until you put on the seatbelt. It's like, okay, let me put on the seatbelt because this is very annoying. It has automatic braking. It has warning signs if you get too close. So, warning, all this other stuff. The one thing the Germans didn't engineer is when you're low on gas to say, hey, low on gas. There's just a little thing in the corner that says low fuel. No warning, no flashing, no nothing. So I was talking to this client, concentrating on the road, trying to solve this client's problem. And all of a sudden, my car starts slowing down. And I go, what the heck's wrong with my car? I ran out of gas on the freeway. I had to pull the car over. Okay. So it's hot as heck. I'm out of gas. And these cars.
Are you in a suit and tie?
Yes.
You're heading to court.
No, we actually what I was doing, because Elyria is so close to my boat, I said, this is perfect. I can go see my boat real quick, check on it, jump back in my car, and get to the radio show on time.
So this is after court.
This is after court.
This is last week.
No, this is today.
Oh, today. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I ran out of gas. I called AAA. Okay. Because I have a star.
You know what they call those? I find this interesting. They refer to those as idiot calls. That's what they call it. And I mean, that's the slang. Hey, we got an idiot call. What? He ran out of gas. Okay.
Right. So I called AAA, and then, they go, well, you could stay on the phone with us, or you can tap on this link. So I tapped on this link, and I'm talking to an AI robot, because God forbid you could talk to a human being anymore.
Oh, it's a god awful. Yeah.
Okay. And so they go, track the truck coming for you. So I'm looking, and it says an hour and 10 minutes. Now I'm going to be late for the radio show, and there's no one else to do it. I go, uh-oh, I got a problem solved here. So I had a friend who lived about not even 2 miles from the exit I was going to get off to try to get gas. I called him. He went and got me gas, came to my car. We put it in. I went to a gas station, filled up, turned around, and drove here. So that was my lovely day.
That's, geez, you are really on a streak, aren't you?
Yeah.
You kind of wrecked your boat. You got that
kinda,
fixed.
Not kind of wrecked it. Yeah. I wrecked it. It was out of the water. Okay. They had to haul it out of the water. Do you know what they charged me to haul it out?
No.
$1,000 to haul the boat out. Then I had the refrigerator and freezer full of food, so we had to plug those in and run a big extension cord so I didn't ruin my food.
Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. I mean, so there's $71,000 there. Then a new roof, that's got to be
you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Well, first of all, sucking all your old insulation out and getting all of the stuff out of your attic, very expensive. Then of course a new roof. Then of course your car with causing these issues and running out of gas. I mean,
don't forget the driveway.
And busting your driveway.
Yeah. That was my last couple of weeks, Ron.
I mean, it is, folks.
It's great to be me. This is from when I had Steve on the show till now. That's all happened.
How was the engagement of your son?
It was very nice. Very, very nice.
So your family drove down and you flew?
Yeah. My daughter and her boyfriend and my wife. Okay.
All right.
And I could have thought of no better way to spend 12 hours than in a car enclosed with my wife and my daughter. Okay.
So you thought to yourself, I got to come up with a reason why I can't.
Well, no,
I got a case.
I said I had a hearing set. I couldn't say to the judge, "Hey,
sure, sure you did, sure you did."
I did.
I know. I'm not saying you didn't. Good one though. I mean, I'll go.
I was kind of lucky there.
Yeah. So you were able to fly down, but it was a nice engagement. Do you like the girl he's going to marry?
Oh yeah, and I got to hang around with a bunch of, Rangers, and so.
Did you fit in?
That's an interesting question. Did I fit in?
These are tough guys.
They're all rock.
They're all guys.
They're all
busting beer cans on their forehead.
Yeah, they're all rocked up and everything.
Yeah, stand by. I can hardly wait to hear this. Then we'll get to some calls. We love him. He's attorney David Beatrice. We'll come back.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what.
with conditions creating a flash flood threat that stretches from West Texas to southern Minnesota. And last night in the NBA Finals, the Knicks stole Game 1 in San Antonio, scoring the game's last 11 points for a 10-point victory. I'm Chris Caraccio.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, news, talk, and sports radio. Podcasts, too. Download the app. Free never sounded so good.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern,
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
A to Z dependable services, plumbing, septic, heating, cooling, and one-day baths.
Had an earlier accident clear out across the border in Mercer County. That was on I-80 West approaching 376. You are still dealing with that wreck on 224 just east of Southern Boulevard and construction delays on 96. I'm Mike Ross from the Total Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Brad versus Everyone podcast.
Dangerous social media trends, media scandals, dumb TikTok boycotts, and more. Keep up with all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad versus Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Weather brought to you by Mazda Heating and Cooling and Bryant, keeping you comfortable year-round.
We'll have a few clouds trickling on in tonight, staying mild in the mid to upper 50s. A little bit warmer for your Friday, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, a few more clouds as well, partly cloudy skies. We will start to see shower chances as we get into Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely as we head into the weekend. With your Storm Team 27 forecast, I'm meteorologist Hannah Erdman.
This report is sponsored by The Rogue Recap with Linda McLaughlin.
Hey, if you're looking for news you can't get anywhere else, then you're a lot like me. I started the Rogue Recap because I wanted to talk about things I just wasn't hearing. So join me on my podcast, Rogue Recap with Linda McLaughlin, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Can't wait to see you there.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. America. That's America. Enter it now.
This program is furnished by the program participants.
Now, Ron Verb on News Radio 570 WKBN.
During the break, I wanted Attorney Beatrice to know I found an old rosary laying around here, and I said the rosary. I hope that helps.
I need some help. I need something. I don't know what it is.
right. I did the whole thing.
Whoever has the voodoo doll with needles sticking out of its head with David on it, please.
All right. One quick question, and I'll go to call. So when you were around all of these soldiers at your son's engagement, were you intimidated?
No, they enjoyed my stories. They just, they I don't want to say they lead boring lives, but they're in the military. Everything's,
right,
rigid, and they just got a kick out of some of the stories I told of how crazy my life is.
Yeah, I can't tell you how much I enjoy them as well. From the busted driveway to the roof to the insulation to the boat, and this is just this is like in a week, in a few days.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him. Running out of gas. Before I take calls, do you remember one of my favorite stories, folks? He was coming to the radio show.
You had to bring. I knew you were going to bring this up if I brought that story up today.
What was I going to bring up?
The story you're about to tell.
What is that story?
That I ran out of gas coming to the radio show.
Just on Tiffany Boulevard, right out here, not far from the station, right?
Yeah, I had to walk to the station. Then I had to call someone to bring me gas. Okay, there. That's the story. Sometimes I don't pay attention to my gas tank. Okay,
right.
I got bells and whistles in this Mercedes for everything: automatic brake check, speed check, warnings. Yeah, beep, 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 everything. Every time I'm turning a corner, it's beeping something, except for gas. What's wrong with these Germans?
Let's take some calls. Well, let's hope for a good week for you. All right, that's
weekend.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't leave the dock, okay? Just stay in the dock. That's probably best for you. All right, with Attorney Beatrice, you're on the air. Hello.
Yes, just a quick aside. Instead of a legal show, so far this is sounding more like a therapy session for a stressed-out attorney who may really need some medication.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
I found, caller, what rhymes with Thursday?
What?
Vodka.
Therapy.
No, vodka. But go ahead.
Okay. What's your question, sir?
Okay, a borough in Pennsylvania is now requiring all non-owner occupied property owners to submit proof of homeowners insurance as part of the town's yearly inspection. I wonder if you've heard of it before, your thoughts as to whether that is legal or constitutional, and the name of any public interest firm or office that might help in any relevant case law. Thank you. Enjoy your show. I'll listen off the air.
All right. But I'm confused by his. Is he still there?
No, I hung up on him because he said thank you, and I thought he was done.
Okay. So he's saying that the township is mandating that they have homeowners insurance. I'm not.
Bond, yeah.
I have to. Let me try to look that up real quick while we take another call.
All right, you're on the air tonight with Bad Luck Beatrice. I mean Dave Beatrice. Hello, caller. Are you there? Well, you'll go back on hold. You're on the air with Attorney Beatrice. Hello.
Hello, Ron.
Yes.
I have a question for the attorneys here. I asked this twice already, and the second time I asked the attorneys, I never got an answer, but I'll ask it again, and they should know what's going on. Okay, the trooper that was killed in an accident in Canfield on Route 11, approximately. Yes, there is. Okay, thank you.
You're on the air with Attorney Beatrice. Hello.
Is it me?
Yes.
It is I.
Okay, I fell at work in 2017, and I suffered a contusion to the right back wall of my thorax, a fractured rib, a lesion of the right ulnar nerve, carpal tunnel on the right upper limb, and what's happening right now is a vertebrae in my neck are squeezing the nerves, which are stopping them from sending their impulses for my muscles to grow. So what's happening is my hands are just shrinking up. They're getting skinnier and skinnier. This has been going on for like 5 years. Well, they finally discovered that, and now I'm waiting for an MRI from workers' comp so I can proceed with what medical thing they want to do with me. And I've been waiting 6 weeks so far. So if I were to go pay for the MRI myself, would I negate my claim for workers' comp instead of waiting for them?
I would work through your workers' comp.
Really, I'm shrinking up. My hands are skinny.
I would wait.
Okay,
go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
I'm just saying, my hands are skinny as heck, and I'm 71 years old, and I'm taking care of my 5-year-old nephew, and I don't want to shrivel up like this. Because there's no one else to take care of him. So it's really important that I stay alive.
Thank you. It's important that all of us stay alive. I always say it's better to be seen than viewed. All right? So if you... What? It's better to be seen and viewed. Every day above ground is a good day. How many people didn't wake up today? Millions. I mean, I woke up. Jackpot. Okay. So, caller, do you have a workers' comp lawyer?
Yes, but I called him Monday. I left a message. I called him Tuesday. Wednesday, I spoke to his secretary, and I have an appointment to speak to him over the phone next Monday at 3:30.
Well, then wait to talk to him.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm just saying,
if you're asking me my opinion is you could screw up your claim if you try to do something outside of the realm of what he has going on for you.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. And just cross my fingers and wait. Is there any way I can hurry him up? I realize it's a government agency.
We got to wait for the lawyer to do his job.
I mean, you got an appointment Monday. Today's Thursday. What do you want?
No, I know it's only been a week since I called him. I mean, come on, he couldn't pick up the phone. I don't think I'm getting
listen to me. Let me just tell you a story, okay, of what lawyer life is like. Besides, a rock cracking your window.
Going boating.
Yeah. And, going, running out of gas. Okay. I filed a motion. I filed a motion. Thank you. Ron, we can go and then I'll tell you the story. I filed a motion in a court. I'm not going to say which court, but it's not locally. I filed a motion to suppress and a motion to continue the plea hearing that they had set for June. Let's see. What was Monday? June 1st? Yeah. Right? Yeah. June 1st. This judge, I've never seen this before, went into the office on Sunday morning and docketed an entry at 7:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning denying my motion, as if over the weekend I'm going to look at the docket online. Okay? At 8:40 a.m. on Monday. Now, this court is an hour and a half drive from me. At 8:40 on Monday, he had his staff inform me that my motion was denied and then I'm doing court. I didn't even look at the email until Tuesday. And I went, oh my God, I'll bet they put a warrant out for his arrest. And certainly they did. So I had to take my client, who I was in another court with, take him over to that court. This was another kind of voodoo thing that happened to me. I said, here's my client. Can I explain to the judge what happened? No. You can write a letter, but you can't talk to him. He has a $250 bond. And I just didn't have that cash. I mean, we don't take credit cards. I said, do you happen to have a Huntington Bank around here? And they go, yeah, it's literally a 2-minute walk down that street. So I said, okay. Well, and I could see it from the court, but it was hot and I had my suit on. So I walk to the bank. I'm trying to find where you go into the bank at. I get to the door and it goes, lobby closed. Okay. Now I have to walk back in the heat, get in my car, go through the drive-through, get the money, go to the court, pay the bond, and then let my client leave. That's something else that happened to me. Okay.
So lawyers are busy. Yeah.
So I say that to say that a lot of times, look, we're in the service business. I always tell the lawyers that work for the firm, you're in the service business. People want their calls returned timely. They want their emails returned timely. But I literally, everything has gone online. We get flooded with emails and we can't get to them in a day because your phone starts ringing. Like you come in, you go, I want to write this brief. Knock, knock, knock. Dave, I have a question for you. Knock, knock, knock. Dave, quick question for you. Dave, quick. Phone ringing. Today, I had 3 people sitting in my office. My cell phone's going off. And the receptionist says, Dave, so-and-so online too. And I get then an urgent email in. I go, well, looks like a great day for me. Okay. I mean, sometimes days are like that. That's the lawyer life. Okay. I don't have an 8-to-5 job. I work 24/7. I keep my phone on at night all the time. Okay. Why clients that are close to me, who I say, if you get pulled over by the police, call me. Wait until they then ruin their case. Then they call me. I said, what did I tell you when you're pulled over by the police? What did I tell you to say? I invoke my right to remain silent. No, they think if they cooperate, that's going to help them. That's just going to help them get arrested is what it's going to help them do. Okay. So Monday's not a long time wait, caller. Thank you very much. Ron, we have another call.
Yes, we do.
The bank was closed. Oh. Okay, on that call about the insurance, Pennsylvania municipality, city, township, borough cannot require all homeowners to carry homeowners insurance, but they can if there's a nuance to it. They can in specific contexts. In other words, if they're renting it out and stuff like that. Some municipalities require landlords to maintain liability insurance for rental properties. Homeowners association, mortgage lenders can require you to have it. So there is no law that says you have to have it, but there are nuances to that law. So that was an answer to that gentleman's question. Go ahead, Ron. Let's get another call.
So on one hand you don't, but on the other hand you do.
Yeah, you never meet a one-handed lawyer because they say on the one hand this and on the other hand that. Okay. I swear to God, we make it specifically complicated just for job protection. Like we make a rule, and then we have a hearsay rule, and then there's 23 exceptions to the hearsay rule. Okay. We have a rule, but there's always seems to be an exception to the rule. Okay. So that's how the law works.
I hope I live long enough, and you do, for you to be a judge.
I will never in my career run for political office again. I was the county party chairman for the Democratic Party for 10 years. I gave my blood, toil, and sweat. Okay.
Yeah.
I paid
How'd
my
you like
dues.
that?
No, it's not a fun job. There's nothing fun about being a chairman of a political party. I mean, I'd rather now be poked in the eyes with sharp pencils than to go back to doing that. That's a
so
very.
I can't convince you to be. I think you'd make a great judge. I'm serious.
I
now. I'm not
have
screwing
no
with you.
desire to be a judge. Zero, because I have no idea what's floating out there in the Ethernet. But I'll find out once I put my name on a ballot. And so I just don't want to find out. Because Frank, he's like a little NSA agent, National Security Agency. He finds these obscure videos of me from like 5 and 6 years ago of me, acting stupid up on the boat. And I go, where'd you get that? He goes, I could never tell you. Okay. So I don't know what's out there. Okay. During COVID, the bars were shutting down at 10, but my boat was open until 2 a.m. So it was a party on my boat the whole time. I didn't engage in social distancing then. And luckily, knock on wood, I haven't gotten COVID lately.
No, but you've had it, 18 times?
4 times in 2 years.
No, you had it more than that every time you went to the jail.
No, I had it 4 times in 2 years.
You've been vaccinated more than any human
and
being
boosted,
I know.
And boosted.
Right. And you constantly were getting COVID.
I understand that, Ron, because when you go to the Sheriff Green Hilton, it's
Yes.
a petri dish of diseases. I don't know if you realize.
Shouldn't you have been immune to all of it? You've had it. You've gotten vaccinated.
Well, you would
and
think
boosted?
I break all the theories. Natural immunity theory, this theory,
Right.
that theory. So anyhow, I got to give. Go ahead.
When you would go home, your wife would make you live in the basement because you were positive COVID.
I don't know if make me live in the basement is an accurate way of where I choose.
Oh no, I
to.
think it is an accurate way.
No, I can't watch Lifetime or Hallmark. I just can't. I can't. Sorry, I can't. Hallmark, Lifetime, and Boston Blues. I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. I would rather have needles stuck in my eyes. I want to go down. I have ADHD really bad, and so I have I have every subscription you can want, and the only thing I watch is YouTube, and then I look at how long the YouTube is. If it's longer than 15 minutes, it's a no-go. It's got to be like 10, 15 minutes. That's about how long my attention span is.
What are you watching on YouTube?
Anything. It is amazing what's on YouTube. I mean, it has been like a new discovery for me. Think of any topic: how to fix a boat, how to fix a carburetor, how to fix a car, how to change a flat tire. I learned how to soft-boiled eggs. My soft-boiled eggs are rock stars now from YouTube. I'm telling you, go to YouTube, think of a topic, put it in, there'll be a video about it. It's amazing.
You're on the air. Hello.
Blind or blood.
I don't even know what that guy's all about, Dave. He's a strange character. Let's just put it like that. You're on the air. Wait a second. You're on the air.
Hello, Dave.
Yeah.
He's on.
Sharon Alfonsi on 60 Minutes. Roop-a-dope-dope.
What?
What?
You know 60 Minutes?
Yeah. What's your question? Come on, try to be coherent and put your best.
Judge, she would talk to and do an interview, and the interviewee would say, "I got her on the ropes." No, she got me on the ropes.
What's your point?
I don't know. It's about ropes and judges.
I can't take it anymore. I mean, it's, I just can't take it. I mean, it's just
whatever
it's not
drugs
making
he's
sense
taking,
to
they
me.
sound good to me.
I mean, you try to be coherent when you call and make a sound point. Is that expecting too much? This is a legal program. If you got a legal question, in all seriousness, one of the best attorneys around is standing by to answer any legal question you have right now.
Yeah.
Coherent callers at 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977. It really is a blessing and an honor to have attorney David Beatrice with us. And he is sharp in all aspects of the law.
I got to tell you, the firm has had some incredible success lately with cases. And I'm happy to announce that on June 29th, they haven't awarded this award in a number of years, but Frank was named Lawyer of the Year by the Mahoney County Bar Association. And I couldn't be more proud of Frank at 40 years old. 40 years old. And they only give that award out for doing great legal work. That's what that award signifies. Yeah, and Frank won it. And Daniel Leslie, who's a law clerk here, and he's in his third year of law school, applied for a scholarship to the Mahoney County Bar Foundation and won some scholarship money. So, kudos to the two of them. And we'll be telling you more about Frank. Frank practices what
Were
I
you
call,
ever Lawyer of the Year?
Never.
Did you ever win?
No. They
I'm
don't.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
I have
didn't hear that.
never won Lawyer of the Year. I was nominated one year, and someone else beat me out. I don't want to say who beat me out. Someone else beat me out. Okay? There.
But Frank at 40, Frank Cassis is really on a winning streak like I've never seen.
He's on
Frank
Fuego.
Cassis, yeah, but you're telling me Frank Cassis at 40.
At 40.
And
he
has
just
won
turned
Lawyer
40.
of the Year, and you at 60, whatever, 7 or 6 or whatever, have never won Lawyer of the Year.
No.
Never.
And
you're one of the most well-known, really great legal minds in our community.
Jim Melfi just stuck his head in. Oh, you're not going to join us? You're just going to stick your head in and stick your head in and fly the flag to me and then leave? That's what you're doing?
Apparently so. But, do you think that's fair? You're one of the great legal minds, one of the best attorneys in our community, and you've never been Lawyer of the Year.
Neither
ever.
has Brian Kopp.
Well, it doesn't matter to me about Brian Kopp. I'm concerned about David Beatrice.
It's an honor for Frank. I'm very honored that he's a partner.
Deep down, I think it's really eating at you that he got it at 40 and you've never won it. No, deep down, talk to me about it.
No, it's not. Honest to God, I'm happy when people are successful. Like anytime a lawyer wins a big case, I always call them and say, "Good job, nice job." I like people to see people be successful. Okay, I mean that show, and he has 2 young boys at home and a wife that works. I mean, his boys, I think, are going into the 3rd grade, and both of them are his twin boys. And
what makes him such a good lawyer from your perspective?
I trained him. I did. He came out of law school. He passed the bar. I'm not kidding you. And he hit me at a perfect time. I think we did 5 jury trials together. Okay. Then he left the firm for a little bit. He had more jury trial experience at 4 years of practicing law than lawyers with 10 and 12 years of practicing law. Okay. And then he honed his skills some more, and then he came back, and, we work really well together. We bounce ideas off of each other, and, we get crazy, and, he's had some great success lately.
Yeah, he's Lawyer of the Year at 40. That's really
I don't think anyone's ever won it that young.
And
I'm glad the Bar Association is recognizing good lawyers at a young age. Okay, that's a positive sign.
Well, what about good lawyers at an old age, like a guy like you?
Like me?
So why don't they recognize you? I'm a little upset about it.
Well, because
what?
Because I'm a lightning rod, Ron. People either love me or they love to hate me. There's no in between.
Yeah, listen,
you never hear people say,
"You are a great legal mind."
I'm a great legal mind. I think so. I think I'm a good lawyer also. But winning Lawyer of the Year is more important for me that Frank, at someone at 40, wins it than me at 66. Really, because I'm on the downslide. Okay, Frank's on the upside. We have a bunch of great young lawyers coming in. I mean, I think Mark's going to win for judge, and Tally.
Mark would be a phenomenal.
And he's training Tally. Okay, right. I mean, Tally is trained under him now for over a year, so we're not going to miss a beat there. So, it's just going to be, we have a good young crop. We have a guy named Connor Hilton who is I think he's only in his second or third year at YSU, and he wants to be a lawyer and work here. And this kid's like a Mr. Wizard. I mean, he can, I get frustrated at the computer sometimes. Connor, he comes in and I go, can you just show me what you're doing? He goes, it takes too long to explain it to you. Just let me fix it. So he made me addicted to him. Okay, now I can't do anything unless Connor's in there. He comes in and he figures stuff out. He's a whiz kid.
And you're not.
And I'm not. And we have Daniel Leslie, who, I mean, he's just a great writer. We hired another law clerk. His name's Jake. And he is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, the nice thing for our firm is that the lawyers coming up are just as talented as the lawyers that, are going to be slowing down. His name's Jake Petro. So he goes to the University of Pittsburgh. He's written me a couple motions. They've been spot on. And so the younger lawyers are learning how to use AI. They have AI specifically for lawyers. So we've tested out a couple different ones of them. And we've settled on one that we think is the best. And, it's not open source, it's closed source. And it just makes us work more efficiently.
Well, I couldn't be more proud of you, more proud of the firm and Frank. And on one hand, I feel really bad that you never achieved Lawyer of the Year.
I don't know. But what tomorrow? Really, you want to know what I'm talking about tomorrow on WFMJ today?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, really? You got that? Why do you got to have that negative attitude?
Whatever. What are you going to talk about? Go ahead.
Okay. The Sparkle suing the county. Yeah,
well, that'll
over
be
that
interesting.
Road. It'll be interesting.
Thank you, David.
All right.
It was a joy. Thank you.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial-free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht